Mike Tyson, he's going to be coming through that exit any minute now. There's a terrific build-up of excitement here. And let us now join, here he is, let us join Reg Guttridge at ringside.
Well, there's the man then that he really has taken this fight game by storm, the most talked about athlete of his time. Not always in his favour. I certainly agree with Jim Watt and Frank Bruno about the attitude of Carl Williams. On the other hand, well, he's talked a good fight, but let's hope he's not as good a pugilist as he is publicist anyway. This man, his definition of his body, I think, is a little better than I've seen him with Bruno last time. As Jim Watt said, he did have a few problems. He's coming at 15.9 1/4. He was only 15.8 actually for Bruno. So now the talking's over as always, and we've got Mike ready to rumble Buffer in there, waiting for his cue to introduce the fighters as if they need introduction. Now he's a big tall guy, this Carl Williams. The nickname The Truth, he gives you several versions of it actually, and he says he remembers he hit a fellow with a good shot once, and he went down and he said, oh, he said, that punch, I tell you that was the truth. That's kind of an in gag. It's not a bad nickname for him actually. And Carmen Graziano, you may see the grey-haired man next to him there, is 65 years old. He's been in the game 45 years, and he's done a very good psychological job on Williams, but it all depends on the chin. Mike Weaver knocked him over, but he kept getting up. He was actually beaten on that 3 knockdown rule. He was on his feet when it was stopped. And James Quick Tillis, earlier on in his career, when Tillis was a very useful fighter at the time, he had him down. But he gets back, and there he is, Carmen Graziano. He worked with Joey Giardello when he came to England to fight Terry Downs. And all the so-called dignitaries then, aren't they, from the WBC, WBA, IBF, they're all lining up with their little belts there to get in the picture all the time. Booted and suited for the occasion.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the white trunks with red trim. He weighs an even 218 pounds from Muskegon, New Jersey. His professional record, 22 victories against only 2 defeats. 17 knockouts to his credit, and 14 of those 17 KOs within 5 rounds or less. Ladies and gentlemen, the #1 heavyweight challenger in the world today, Carl "The Truth" Williams. Wearing the solid black trunks and weighing in at 219 1/4 pounds from Catskill, New York. His professional record is unblemished with 36 consecutive victories, 32 knockouts, 28 KOs in 5 rounds or less, and 16 in the first round alone. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the undisputed, the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
Well, tremendous cheers here, there's no doubt about that. He's such a popular fighter, Mike Tyson. Now, there's been a sort of high lemming content, really, in most of Tyson's challenges. Let's see now can this fella really cope with him? Can he use his boxing ability, which we saw on ITV when he fought Larry Holmes? It was a very good performance and a very close loss indeed to Holmes, who then had quite a lot of fight left in him. He'll rush straight across here, Tyson, that's a certainty. And remember that they boxed 2 or 3 times in the gymnasium when Tyson was coming up. Oh, standing there. He wants to trade with him, Williams. I'm not sure that's good business. Good to see a challenger come out like that, Jim, and be willing to trade.
Yeah, a good positive start from Williams, but I think I would feel the safer for him if he would back off and have a look at Tyson first of all. This is a completely different Tyson from the last one he shared the ring with.
8 championship fights, remember, Tyson. 7 have been covered by ITV.
The first change I've noticed in Tyson, he normally comes into the ring soaking in sweat. He hasn't done that tonight. I wonder if that's a change of plan with it.
Oh, what a left hook. Well, he certainly wasn't cold, Jim. In fact, it looks like Carl Williams has been knocked cold in the first round. Is he going to count him out or let him go on? He's done well to get up. No, he stopped it. Well, there's some booing going on, but they didn't take that punch. Carl Williams is arguing. He got caught with a peach of a punch there, and, well, at least he's got a cuddle afterwards, Jim. Now, nobody really could have expected that. Well, he's saying I'm okay there. I mean, I'm always on the referee's side, Jim, and obviously you've been in there and tasted it. Now, let's have another look at this now.
Well, it was a beautiful punch, bang on the chin. Now you can see the way he goes down, first of all, loses all control. Then you can see the actual time he took to get back up onto his feet again.
Yeah, there it is there. He's got the left hand that he was talking about, but the way he slips inside is he's such a good defensive fighter, Tyson. People forget that. They just think he's a ring animal. He's got a lot of ability to go with that.
So
Once more.
That punch too, couldn't have landed in a better spot, and you get the full turn of the shoulders, the hips, bang onto the chin. That was a beautiful punch, and the way he went down, you could see there was no way he could throw the effects of that. I mean, people like Larry Holmes could recover from a punch like that, but unfortunately not Williams.
Well, the thing with Tyson, let's face it, he doesn't only dominate the heavyweight division, he's decimated it as well.
Standing up, he was leaning against the ropes. I asked him a question, a very simple question. How do you feel? Not for the answer, but to see how he responded. His eyes were blank, his expression was blank, he had no answer.
Is there any chance that he misunderstood what you wanted him to respond to?
I don't think so. Let me tell you why. He's had a lot of professional fights and a lot of amateur fights. When a fighter is knocked down, and I had 38 fights, when a fighter is knocked down, the first thing he wants to prove when he gets up to the referee is that he's in good shape. Number one, he wasn't standing on his feet, he was leaning on the ropes. Number two, he couldn't answer me, and number three, his eyes were dead.
Thank you very much, Randy. From your point of view, did you see him really dazed?
Well, no, I noticed my trainers were telling me we were slipping and hooking. So when we slip, because usually I come in that slip and I get in there, and that's the hardest part, getting in there, and I never threw the punch. And so we were practicing like a slip. So you're in there, instantaneously, bing, throw the punch. And I did, I was successful.
What? Were you surprised that he stayed on top of you as much as he did, that he didn't try to move?
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. I just knew it took it just with a matter of time. I loved it.
So you knew that as soon as he was doing that you were going to get a clean shot sooner or later.
Exactly. And my punches were accurate and pinpoint. And I knew eventually I was going to get him.
He has a reputation for getting hit with left hooks. Were you looking for that opening?
No, I was very confident. I wanted to hit him, catch him with a good right hand. Believe me, my right hand is my favorite punch, but I never catch anyone with it. You know, it's my best punch, and I always hit guys with left hook.
Okay, it was a clean left hook. Did you? I mean, you sparred with him years ago. We know that it didn't mean anything. Were you surprised that he went so fast?
Well, no, I knew if I catch someone clean, they'll go, regardless who they are. But you know, when the referee he hit him with a shot, it looked like he was able to get up, but I guess the referee called what he saw, because I didn't think he was hurt that bad, but I knew I hit him with a clean shot.
Speculate for me. How long would it have taken you to get him down a second time if the fight went on?
Oh, no problem. I'd have been all over him. Maybe it's better that the referee did stop early. I would have been all over him. That's when I'm most dangerously, when I know I have someone hurt.
For the record, Mike, I don't know if you know it, this fight went a couple of seconds longer than the Spinks fight. So far in this building, in the last 13 months, you've fought about 1 round and 2 fights.
Well, it's good. I like coming in this building. I like being here. And Donald Trump, he don't play around. He pays that money up. And for this fight, Don told me if I knock him out, he'll pay me $100 grand. And I'm looking forward to that $100 grand.
Who? Don is going to pay for you?
Don King, yeah. $100 grand for a knockout.
You've talked about being in control of your career. Tell us what you think is next. Who is next?
Well, I'm just taking it one step at a time. I'll fight anybody. You know what I mean? I don't discriminate from anybody. I'm the best fighter in the world, and there's no man that can beat me.
Does this mean that Holyfield is or is not your next opponent?
Well, he's in my future, but I don't think he's in my immediate future. But come on, Holyfield, don't matter. That's kids play.
So you think that you'll fight Holyfield like early next year, and you may have 1 or 2 fights before then?
Most likely, but you know what I mean? If they can discuss our things with their people, we can fight in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. He caught a quick
among
knockout. I got a quick knockout. We both still need to work. We didn't get any work.
All right. Jose Ribalta was one of the fighters being considered for your next opponent, and he had a dreadful outing in a preliminary tonight. Did that eliminate him?
Well, it looks kind of dreary for him, but you never know. If he have a couple more fights and he cleans up with that, he's always a good prospect.
What about Douglas, who looked a little better, if not great, in another preliminary? He's been mentioned as a possible opponent.
I take all comers. I don't duck any man.
Can we assume that Michael Dokes is one of the
All
prospects?
comers. Come one, come all, because nobody can get close to me. They're not even close. I'm the best fighter in the world.
Today, people from Israel have been offering you money to come and fight there. You've been reluctant to go abroad. Do you think that as a world champion, as someone who says, I'm the best man on the planet, that you will start to fight abroad?
Well, eventually we'll do that, you know what I mean? But like you said, I'm not in a hurry to leave my country, you know what I mean? I love my country. I'm not in a hurry to leave anywhere. But you know what I mean? If things are right, I'll fight anyone.